Evening and a very warm welcome to all our audiences to the third session of our 11th anniversary special. The increasing use of new tobacco products such as electronic cigarettes, particularly among the youth, poses a significant public health risk, including nicotine addiction and potential progression to other substances. Importantly, the use of e-cigarettes and hookah has been linked to the initiation of cigarette smoking. These products, along with smokeless tobacco, can damage biological systems and pose various cardiovascular risks. The American Heart Association emphasizes the urgent need for strong FDA regulations to help reduce tobacco use and prevent health and economic consequences, underscoring the importance of long term research on the effects of these products. Join us in celebrating our 11th anniversary celebration with an exclusive session today that has been organized in collaboration with Sipher, the Strategic Institute for Public Health Education and Research, known for its commitment to evidence based policy solutions. The fundamental purpose of Sipher is creating a specialized public health workforce who can plan, execute, and monitor national health programs and public health initiatives for ongoing public health challenges. Sipher has been an invaluable academic partner of Doc Plexus for many years, and we greatly value and appreciate this enduring partnership. This session, titled New Emerging Nicotine Tobacco Products, will be presented by Dr. Rakesh Gupta, leading ophthalmologist and public health expert. Welcome, sir. Dr. Rakesh Gupta is presently the President and Director of Public Health at Sipher. He's an eminent ophthalmologist with about 4 decades of experience. He has over 10 years of expertise in managing and contributing to national non-communicable disease programs, especially blindness and tobacco control programs. Dr. Gupta represented India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for WHO consultations on e-cigarette and plain packaging in 2016 and 2017, respectively. He actively attends international workshops and conferences, particularly on tobacco control and substance abuse. Dr. Gupta has received numerous awards, including the WHO Award on World No Tobacco Day in 2015 and the Award of Honor from the Punjab Red Cross for his contribution as a Chief Coordinator for Pan India COVID Tele Helpline in 2021. It's a pleasure to have you be a part of our 11th year anniversary celebration, sir. Over to you. You may please share your screen and begin your presentation.
So, congratulations to the DocPlexus team for turning to 11. So, they have completed 11 years of their activities. So, congratulations to them. So, today we will be talking about why it is important to check proliferation of new emerging nicotine tobacco products, or these are called as NENTPs by WHO. So NENTPs, they are the new emerging tobacco products, and to aggravate the situation of the tobacco epidemic, the tobacco industry is aggressively introducing novel and emerging nicotine and tobacco products, such as electronic cigarettes. Uh, they are called as also ENNDS, which is the Electronic Nicotine Delivery System. Electronic non-nicotine delivery systems are also available. Then heated tobacco products, popularly called as HTPs, nicotine gummies, nicotine dissolvable products, and nicotine pouches to lure youth into use of such products. Notably, these products are often flavored to make them more attractive to youth. So, flavor is a problem with all these products, NENTPs. So, these are the common available NENTPs like e-cigarettes, nicotine pouches, HTPs, nicotine gummies, then toy pods, snus, nicotine hand gels, dissolvable nicotine products. So these are all available basically on e-commerce sites. So new emerging nicotine and tobacco products, gummies and nicotine pouches are among the most popular oral nicotine products used by the adolescents. Companies have referred to them as next generation product, but we'll prefer to call them as NENTPs. Proliferation of NENTPs threatens to years of progress which has been made towards ending tobacco use. And these are the NENTPs available in India. So disposable vapes are available, starter kits are there, nicotine salts in various strengths that is available. And NENTP is available in India. So this is continued. So N bars, they are available in different varieties with different flavors, right? Then these are popularly called as nicotine pouches. and they are by the name of Zin, Velo, etc. So these are available, and we can act upon these under available provisions of law in India also. In India, as per GYTS, that is Global Youth Tobacco Survey 2019, 26.9% people, students, they were aware of the electronic cigarettes, and 2.8% had ever used these products. So there was a study in 2022 where 840 tertiary educated young adults, they were uh, interviewed, and 30%, 33% reported never having heard of electronic cigarette, but 23% reported ever using electronic cigarettes. And luckily, unfortunately, 8% were dual users. That is, they were using normal cigarettes as well as e-cigarettes. E-cigarettes they used when they had money, and when they never had the money, so they used normal cigarettes, that is tobacco cigarettes, because they are cheaper. Only 8% of e-cigarette users they reported daily use. Vapers sourced e-cigarettes from retail outlets like vape shops, tobacconists, and their social networks, friends and siblings. Just under two-thirds of those who were aware of the e-cigarettes believed them to be harmful and to contain chemicals. Actually, vaping, it looks like that water vapors are produced in the aerosol, but it is not such, because the aerosol that contains all the harmful effects that are available in the tobacco except the tar, the tobacco cigarettes. So 23% intending to use in the following year. The results suggested that despite a complete ban, young people they were still able to access e-cigarettes. And you know that there is a prohibition of Electronic Cigarette Act in India since 2019, which is quite comprehensive. That includes heated tobacco products. So, despite comprehensive bans, e-cigarettes are available to the young people in India, and those who have higher levels of education, they use more electronic cigarettes. There's low prevalence of the daily use. Tobacco use was strongly associated with e-cigarette, that is, dual use was present, and greater monitoring and enforcement efforts they are required to curb this menace. So there are very aggressive and misleading marketing of any NTPs. They as safer alternatives to cigarette smoking. That is, they were called as harm reduction products, but they are not meant for harm reduction or for cessation purpose. And there are more than 16,000 unique flavors, and many of them they appeal to the kids. So how these are a threat to tobacco control and how India must deal with these. So these are trendy things, and very little research is there. The deception and the profit is there. Addiction to electronic cigarettes or the nicotine is there. Tissue trauma is there. Then these are poisonous. Underage addiction is there. Malignancies can result from by use of the electronic cigarettes. So youth in particular need to be protected from the malicious intentions of the tobacco industry. As almost 9 out of 10 tobacco users they start their addiction before the age of 18 years. So that is quite a lot. Actually, 90% people they start as minors. In particular, there's an increased need to understand how added flavors may contribute to ENDS and ENNDS, that is non-electronic devices, used among youth. Notably, the attractive flavors may further entice youth to experiment with these new products and boost trends. So I think we need to curb the flavors also, uh, which actually motivate people to use these electronic products, electronic nicotine products. The global market of these products is expanding and driven by the aggressive marketing by tobacco and related industries. Evidence on the negative health consequences of these products on users as well as non-users is very mounting. As these products are new, many current tobacco control laws do not cover these products. Luckily, in India, we have PICA 2019. Any NTPs that present unique regulatory challenges due to limited capacities of the countries to effectively regulate them. So there are just 34 countries which have banned electronic cigarettes, and many of them, like India, they have banned them very comprehensively. So any NTPs such as ENDS, ENNDS, and HTPs can be a gateway to use other tobacco products. As you know, that nicotine is a very, very addictive product. It is more addictive than many popular products like heroin. Aerosols of these products they contain ultrafine small particles that can pose health risks even to the non-users. So the secondhand smoking is also there. Moreover, the effectiveness of these products in cessation that remains inconclusive. Prohibiting any NTPs is a challenge because of their uniqueness as they stand as a class of their own. The targets for product regulation need to encompass ingredients, flavorings, additives, heavy metals, emissions, addictiveness, attractiveness, and design features. So we have to tackle each and everything. Heterogeneity of the products, contents, and emissions, because many kind of products are available, as I showed you in a slide. Claims of reduced harm should be strictly banned. HTPs should be subject to the provision of the WHO, FCTC, and national tobacco control laws, because basically heated tobacco products, it contains uh, a stick of the tobacco which is heated and it is not burned. So there's recommendation that continuous focus on evidence-based measures to reduce tobacco use and to avoid distraction for the tobacco industry action is required. Countries must use and broaden, if need be, existing regulations for the tobacco products to regulate all NENTPs, including HTPs and ENNDS. But I told you that there is separate law in India against electronic cigarettes and HTPs also. That is called as PICA 2019. So there is an urgent need to prohibit all manufacturers and associated groups from making claims about the reduced harm. It is imperative to ensure that the public is well informed about the risks associated with the use of any NTPs, including the risks of dual use with the conventional cigarette. So this dual usage is a very, very important factor, because uh, as I told you that the people, they use nicotine cigarettes and the tobacco cigarettes simultaneously. So any modification to the product should require updating of the report. All commercial marketing of the NENTPs, including in social media and through organizations funded and associated with the tobacco industry, should be begun. Because most of the companies which are producing nicotine products, or the electronic cigarettes and nicotine pouches, etc., they are actually manufacturers of tobacco as well, and they don't stop making tobacco products. Countries should prohibit the sale of ends with a higher abuse liability than conventional cigarette, for example, by restricting the emission rate or flux of the nicotine. Strengthening policies for prevention of tobacco and novel and emerging nicotine and tobacco products used among youth in Southeast Asia region report. So there was a report in 2022. So e-cigarette use linked to 20% higher risk of heart failure. Study finds. So this was a news in Times of India. So e-cigarette use linked to 20% of higher risk of heart failure, and a study was mentioned in the Times of India also. E-cigarettes are widely available in India despite being banned by law, according to a joint survey covering 7 areas, including Delhi and Karnataka. Some 100 retailers were surveyed and identified as selling the products to children under 18 with no age verification process. The vendors were often unaware of the law or the penalties. The searchers found that e-cigarettes were sold via social media and were mostly manufactured in India. The prevalence of e-cigarette or the vaping products, especially among teens, it is actually a global epidemic. As I told you that even after banning electronic cigarette, it is available in India and many more countries which have banned it comprehensively. The government's role has been remarkable in nipping the menace in its bud through the enactment of PICA 2019. However, there is no follow-up at the ground level on enforcement. Actually, the Sipher also did a study recently, and the findings were almost similar. And another interesting finding was that some of the websites or the e-commerce sites and the Instagram sites, they they promoted electronic cigarettes, and they asked people to deposit money for the electronic cigarettes, but they never supplied them. So this kind of fraud is also happening in India. So you see, the Indian e-cigarette market is growing. So you see, from 2014 to 2024, how it is growing very strong, in spite of the ban. In 2019, it was banned. The electronic cigarettes were banned, but still it is growing. India e-cigarette market dynamics, the trend, it is these are trendy products. An introduction of various flavors and fragrances is there. change in the lifestyle and the preferences. Their drivers are surging demand for ashless vaping devices, then growing health awareness, impact analysis. Some people they think that these are very healthy products, which they are not. As I told you, all the side effects of the electronic cigarettes. Restraints, then stringent government regulations are there. Impact analysis of the restraints of the market forecast. The opportunities are shifting towards the tobacco alternative. So India e-cigarette marketing research report was there, how social media is pushing vaping on young adults. India has banned vape since 2019. Despite this, the Indian market, as I told you, that it is growing by leaps and bounds. So these are the products which are available in India. So despite increasing investment in the NENTPs, the core of the global tobacco industry's business remains unchanged. Newer products, they form a small proportion of this revenue compared to conventional products and will do so for the foreseeable future.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gupta, again for those very valuable and important insights on the numerous tobacco products that are presently available in the market and the different kind of harm it can cause to the society and to the youth. It has been a pleasure listening to you. To all our audience members, we hope you enjoyed this session. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the chat box below, and we will get back to you with the answers from our expert, Dr. Rakesh Gupta. Thank you so much, Dr. Rakesh Gupta, once again for being a part of our special 11th year anniversary celebration. Thank you once again. Good night.